Yo, what up? It's Eric Young. You're listening to The Rodriguez Show.
And we back on The Rodriguez Show here on Hits 101 Radio. Mondo killing it. I got drip for sale, Mondo.
Got drip for sale.
He puts it in a bottle.
We got our special guest for the episode, Rocky Angelini. How's it going, man?
Hey, feeling good, man. Feeling blessed. Thanks for having me.
And no problem, man. Thanks for coming through. He is the host of the Cool Lab recently, right? You start.
Yeah. This will be my fifth one coming up.
All right. Thursday night, 7 to 9 p.m. at the 4th Street Market in downtown Santa Ana.
Yes.
Even when it's raining, they do it inside, so it's always going on, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if there's any artists out there that are interested in performing, sign up start at 6:30.
Okay.
Or sorry, there's a line that starts at 6. You can come through and sign up at 6:30 and perform a track.
You hear that, Reyes?
Yeah, slide through, Reyes. Slide
He
through.
looked at me as you said that. It was real quick.
Just a subtle nudge one time, you know.
So, how did you get started in music? How did you start making?
You know, man. For me, it really started with the freestyles, like typical, like sophomore year, just being in the alleyways with the homies, and you
Where'd
know,
you grow up?
I grew up in Southern Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've been out in California for almost 8 years now.
Oh.
Started by moving to Hollywood, lived in Hollywood for a couple years.
Yeah. How was that?
It's a trip, man. It's like a double-edged sword. You know, like there's so much opportunity, but it's just polarity. Like the duality is so obvious and it's expensive. So it was a blessing and a curse at the same time. But yeah, man, good experience.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah. So what'd you move down here for?
So basically, man, like I was so young and naive. It took me a while to figure out how to like adult, you know?
Yeah.
Like to be honest, I just wanted to like try to sell herb and like not work.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
So I moved to Hollywood when I was had just turned 19. But so originally I was like, oh, I'm just gonna sell herb and do music, you know. That led me to being broke. So I ended up couch surfing for 6 months.
Wow.
And then it got to the point where like I refused to move back home because if I were to go home, it'd be like a dog going back with his tail between his legs, you know, like oh I didn't make it out there, you know. So I like couch surfed for a while, and then it got to the point where my homies were like, yo, you can't be here anymore. You gotta do something. So I called my uncle. I'm gonna make this short, but I called my uncle and said, hey, unc, like I just sold my car. I got a couple grand left after bills. Do you have work for me? Could I work for you? Did a couple jobs with my uncle, and he told me that he had friends in Simi Valley who said that if I could find an RV or a trailer to like live in, that I could live on their ranch for free in exchange of taking care of their 30 horses, like picking up the horse shit every day at 4 a.m.
Damn.
And like when I looked at the metro, because I was like a metro rat by then, living in LA, like I knew how to mob the metro. So when I looked though, like Simi Valley seemed pretty close to LA. So I was like, I could do this. Like, hey. So I found this RV in Oxnard, and it was $3,200. I had $2,400. So I was just like last ditch effort. I go to this like mechanic shop, and I just tell them my whole story. I'm like, yo guys, like I'm a musician out here. Like y'all are my last hope, fam. Like sell me this RV, please. Like, and they sold it to me, and I named her Big Bertha, dude. It was like a 30-foot RV, so I drove Big Bertha to the ranch, which was Rancho Relaxo, and I lived on that ranch for 3 months, picking up horse shit at 4 a.m. And like then I realized that you got to take the Amtrak to get to LA anyway. So like that's a federal offense. So I was doing that, not knowing it was a federal offense, hopping it because I was so broke to get to the studio in LA. Got caught once, and homie was like, yo, this is a federal offense. Like, you do this again, like, you're going to get thrown in jail. A few months go by, and I had the opportunity to move out to Costa Mesa. And then, like, lived here for a couple years, lived in Huntington Beach for 3 years, and now I'm back in I'm just moved to Santa Ana. I've been there for 3 months. So,
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just real quick backstory of the grind, but it's been crazy, man. It's been such a blessing to come into an opportunity like the Cool Lab, especially having like done this for quite some time now. Like, everything serves its purpose.
Wow.
That was wild, bro.
That was wild.
So we'll go in details next time I come on the show. If you ever have me again, like I'll tell you about Big Bertha and like the trip down here.
I want to know about the horses.
was like something
horses.
else.
I feel like I just saw a trailer to a fucking badass movie, bro.
bro, me and my homie were talking about doing like a like we were joking with the idea of doing like a hip hop Broadway play called Rancho Relaxo, and it's about two hip hop artists who have to live on like a ranch, but it's like all hip hop and shit, you know. It is.
Damn, where can I sign up for that? I want to watch that.
Hey, when we
watch that.
Scooping the poop. What do I do? What do I do? Gotta make moves. Scooping the poop. Like fire, bro. People in the back like scooping the poop, scooping the. Bro, we could go ideas for days, dog.
Damn,
but that was like for real my life.
Hey, I'm writing this down right now.
Yeah, that was my life. That's copyrighted, so like, y'all can try to jack it, but I already copyrighted the whole thing.
So my question was going to be, where do you pull inspiration from to write? But if I mean, you have a life like this, like, is that what you write about?
Yo, you know, honestly, man, like, not to get too like crazy, but I definitely feel like writing for me is like a form of channeling. Like, I feel like the more you relinquish control, the more you find control. I feel like when we're really like in tune, we become a channel and an instrument for something greater than ourselves. So when I'm writing, man, I just really I pull from my experiences, but also kind of just let it come through, because I feel like the more you try, like the more you fail. Like,
You overthink it,
and it's just like, man, like, you know, there's this stream of consciousnness, and like you just gotta open yourself to that, and then that comes through you, comes on the page, and bam, you got a song. I'd say like we're more like especially when I'm writing with someone, I like to think of it as like we're kind of like archaeologists, like on a dig for the song. Like the song is a fossil that already exists.
Like, you're gonna discover it.
We're gonna discover it. It's not from us. It's we found it by like
the vibing,
you know. That's kind of how I think of it.
Wow. So when you're finding the songs, what comes first, the chorus or the verses?
So I produce all my stuff now, so I'll create the beat, and then I definitely try to lock in the hook first. Get a melody going and a strong idea, and then that just leaves the verses to be so like, you know what you're talking about at that point. That's how
you're creating a theme.
Once you got the hook, dude, it's like, okay, well, the verses, like, but if you write the verses first, then it's like, this verse might be that verse might be this, and now you're trying to figure out.
Has that never worked for you though? Like out of nowhere, like where you have some notes that like, man, these work and these are tight. I don't want to put this out, but these might work sometime in the future. Has that ever worked? And then you go back to them in the future. You're like, yo, all right, let me kind of change the flow, but let me put it like on this track, and it works.
Like finding those pieces again.
Like I was saying, like, have I ever wrote something and been like, like that's not working now, but maybe in a little bit. Yeah, you know,
I think that's the importance of like writing in a notebook too, though. Like always be able to go back, like, this will work on this, bro, and then from here I can just freestyle from here. Yeah,
for sure. No, I definitely have. There's definitely been times where I like go back to some. Like normally, what'll happen for me is if it's like I'm trying to kind of reach further in my like artistic thing, like I might do something that kind of made me feel uncomfortable, and I'll be like, man, screw this track, man, this people ain't gonna like this, and then I'll just like straight up sit on it for a while, and then like finally I'll get over myself and like,
getting over yourself is the biggest freaking thing a lot of people have.
It's just like, dude, like nothing's gonna come from not dropping it. That's for sure.
Except people that talking shit, and the people that talking shit ain't doing shit themselves, bro.
You got some heat? We waiting on some heat from you, doggy? Okay.
These was been waiting since I graduated high school. That was 2014, bro.
Bro, I feel that though, man. Like I know that more than anyone, and like this is honestly like finally the year where I'm just like, my goal is to drop 2 tracks a month, and it's just like I'm not caring anymore. Like I'm gonna drop it, and like you either like it or you don't. And if you don't, you'll probably like the next one. And like there's gonna be. I feel like if I like it, there's someone out there that's gonna like it. And you know, someone once told me like early on in my career, like good music will always find a home. So like if you just focus on making dope shit, like it's gonna find a home.
It'll build momentum. Man.
And even if like, let's say you got a dope track that everyone likes, and like, but then like the amount of plays kind of start slowing down. Like you might drop a track after that like they didn't like as much, but that's still filtering people into that one before that they liked, you know, because it's just
simple as you drop a track, like you have this track, people fuck with it, they get over it. You drop a new track, and they listen to it, and right when it's over, what the hell is gonna play next?
Yeah,
your old track.
Exactly.
And they'll be like, "Oh, I haven't heard this in a while."
Yeah, I haven't heard this song.
Yeah. Precisely, man. So it just feeds itself. So I'm definitely this year. That's definitely my goal. It is, and because the whole like, oh, I want it to be perfect. Like perfect is objective. Like it's, or is it subjective or objective? It's objective. Yeah, perfect is objective. Subjective. Perfect is subjective. Like there's always gonna be something you can do better or different.
Yeah, exactly. So you said you produce your own beats. Have you been doing that this whole time or recently?
No, so I started rapping, and then I would get beats from different producers, and I'd just be like, man, my sound is just like everywhere. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna start making beats. I work closely with the cat Joseph Jams, and he was making beats. I don't know, you guys might have heard of him, but he was making beats previously, and so like having him as a friend definitely helped me like learn the logic, and then but it's been like even like 3 or 4 years now, and I feel like my beats are just getting to where I like them. And then but then after I started making the beats, I was like, all right, well I also want to cut out my engineer, so I started engineering, and like now I just do everything myself.
Is that better, you think? Because you're in control 100%.
Yeah, right? 100%. It takes time though. Like you have to understand that this is a process, and like especially when you're taking on so much. Like to me, like I think longevity, because I also do like live looping. Yeah. So I like do the like, I don't know if you guys know what live looping is, but it's basically like loop it, build the beat, and like that's a new expedition for me. But I just feel like when all these different skills like come into fruition, then it's just gonna be beastly. But you got to understand that stuff's not gonna happen overnight.
Yeah. It takes a while. It's a process.
Yeah.
And you see the growth in yourself. It's motivating.
For sure.
You learn little by little.
No doubt.
So here, Orange County, you've been here 8 years now, you said?
Yeah. I've been in SoCal. It's been like 6 years in OC.
Oh, okay. What do you think of the music scene out here?
Man, you know, where I'm at right now, Santa Ana is like the best it's been. Like by far the most popular music scene. Yeah. Huntington Beach, like literally was whack. Yeah. I guess it's a cool place to live, but and maybe there's like surf rock there that I don't know about, but like just living there was no scene, not much culture, you know. It's I'm definitely happy to be where I'm at right now. And like honestly, I was trying to move back to LA, but now I feel like I'd rather stay where I'm at now, because the grass is always greener, dude. And like there's straight up a scene down here, and if we like all continue to support each other and like grow,
it's new too, bro. Like for real, for like, you know, like we've all been around for a long time, like here in Santa Ana, like, and I've never seen like, you know, growing up, like there was scenes and stuff, and like, you know, there was like strong larger groups of like, you know, like electro music and like, you know, things like that. But as far as like all this, like this energy of like people coming to do the same thing, and grown people, it's not just kids, bro, it's not teenagers, it's grown people, the intellectuals, respectful people that are coming to do, and they join. It's crazy, bro. Like and there's a lot of dope artists out here, bro, that are
there's
doing
people
their thing.
Every kind of person trying to make different kinds of music. It's not just hip-hop.
It's all organic.
Like, we were just talking about
the air that we breathe.
I feel like we're a lot more friendly now, bro, as terms, like as far as like letting people express themselves, like we're not like clowning them and shit. Yeah,
well, I feel like it just wasn't working the way it was 4 years ago too. The whole like super like competitive nature of hip hop and MCs, like it almost got to a point where it'd be like, yeah, we're saying what up, but low key I ain't gonna share your shit, and like and just like this undertone of like fakeness, and like that's something that I've definitely like. That's why I appreciate the community I'm in now, because it's actually genuine support.
I feel like we've humbled down a lot, because like we realize that if we help each other out, we can actually do something. At least one of us can make it out and hold us down.
And I feel like that, like showing support to like artists around in your area, just like, I mean, take for example Atlanta, dude. A lot of people in Atlanta, like that's how they blew up. And Atlanta is like a poppin' scene, you know what I mean? They came up doing all this. It could be trap, but you had, for example, Black, Six Flag, he was like an R&B, but he's blowing up too. Like all these different artists, and it's like they're all showing love though. It's not like, oh, like that's my competition. It might be, but at the same time, it's like it's love. I'm gonna show you love. And
love comes in like many forms. Love isn't lying. Love isn't like if someone's got work to do, you're not gonna be like, that shit's hot. That's not love. Love is constructive criticism. Love comes in a lot of different forms, so we can't get it twisted. It's not like I'm gonna be like putting someone on that ain't ready. But the love is being like recognizing that they may be in a different part of their growth and like nurturing that growth instead of just writing them off like, oh, this fool's never gonna do something.
Exactly. I mean, you hear that, people that we say no to coming on the show, man, they get mad sometimes. And I'm like, you're just not there yet. We don't, you know, like,
not writing you off. It's
you have one song. You know, like, you need to work a little.
For sure.
Some folks try to send them the same song 3 times, right?
Yeah, we've had people send the same song. Like, I only got this freestyle. Help me out.
Dang.
But it's a process, man, and we want to help people. But,
for sure.
But I feel like all those people have to realize all right, this is what I got. This isn't probably not ready yet.
Yeah.
A lot of people should realize that too. Like people like Ascend. The same song 3 times, bro.
So the Cool Lab, you became the host of the Cool Lab recently. Tell us about that.
Yeah, man, it's been such a blessing. Me and my homie had a studio like right across the street from 4th Street Market, and like one day I was just walking by. I think he had already gone before, but we were cruising by and like I heard this man Alaz, he's the founder of the Cool Lab, real solid dude. I heard his trumpet going off, going off. I was just like, whoa, like what's let me pop my head in here, and like stumbled across this community, man, and like definitely noticed something special about it right off the bat. Just a different energy, because it's not just hip hop, it's all art, and just kind of, you know, it was crazy because I saw Apollo was the house band too, and I had already seen Apollo in the past at GCS, and like always respected what they did as well. And yeah, man, just started signing up, performing, polishing my skills, just being consistent, going every week, and like building with community and becoming friends and making genuine connections with the people there.
Because you feel like you could get a lot of regulars, right? Like people just often going every week.
For sure. Right? Yeah, there's definitely like, it's a strong community. And like that community that goes consistently is definitely like a foundation. And yeah, man. And then basically Vincent moved back to Georgia, and they're looking for a new host. There's an audition process, and I just felt like I told you, like how I have these other things that I'm trying to expand in. Like I was like, man, like what better way to challenge myself and like give back to the community, because I felt like I had the energy to do it. Like looking at the situation, I was confident that I could do it. But it was kind of daunting too, because like it's different than performing. Like performing, you're rocking for 15 minutes, then you're done, and you know what you're gonna do. But hosting is like a 2 to 3 hour process, and a lot of it is improv. So I was just like, man, like that's gonna challenge me, and also like give me an opportunity to give back to the community that I like appreciate so much. So
you got to keep everything together, right? Because when we do events like that, we don't host them like you probably host them, where you're getting everybody like pumped up. We're just trying to keep everything on track and on time, and like moving it forward. That's just one aspect of it. You have to be entertaining too, right? Oh my god.
Yeah. But I'm getting the hang of it, and like it's definitely. I really appreciate the support that I've been getting from everyone. It's all love, man.
This guy's a beast. This guy's a beast.
5th weekend, you said?
5th weekend. Oh, thanks, bro.
I saw him last week, and I saw him probably 3 weeks before that, and this guy is very entertaining. He definitely he's a good host, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate
Ray is a fan right here.
Hey, much love, man. I'm waiting for that Reyes to hop
Reyes
on.
and Specs, bro. Reyes and Specs, bro. It's coming out.
Coming soon.
So where do you see yourself going with music? Do you want to make music your whole life, or is this you're gonna move on to something else?
Man, I don't have anything else, bro. Like this is it, you know. Other than this, I work a day job as a waiter, and I've been doing that for 10 years. I didn't graduate college. I mean, I'm blessed with a really good serving job, but it's just like nah. This is my life.
Gotta be it.
Yeah, this is it. And I'm confident, man. Like for me, music is just like I'm so down to produce. Like I don't see myself being limited to just my own production. Like I definitely want to be producing records for other people. Got Rocky with me right here, Rocky Cooner. We just did a track together. Definitely looking forward to doing more work with Rocky. She's a great singer. Shout out Rocky Cooner.
Instagram? What's your Instagram?
Rock Lobster.
Rock, it's ROCK_lobster, right?
Yeah, it's ROK_LOBSTA 97.
Rock
There you go.
Lobster underscore Lobster 97. Yeah, and just other people like because there's some things you can't do.
Yeah.
Like I can't hit the licks she can hit.
Yeah.
I just can't but I have like the ideas and it's like, hey, you do your thing, I do mine.
Amazing.
Well,
And you have the tools to work with. You have a lot of people out here that can, it's a community, like you said.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want us to know about you, about Rocky Angelini?
Oh man. Just a normal dude, man. Just out here trying to grind like everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, man.
I was just, I'm just trying to figure it out just as much as anyone else does. I think the moment we think we got it figured out, we don't.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just gonna continue to just work hard and grind and,
Well, you're on the right path, man.
Hey, thank you.
Stop it now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So follow him at Rocky Angelini on Instagram. We'll post a link to that in the description of the episode. You're gonna perform, but before we get to that, we have a segment called 60 Seconds with.
Oh, cool.
So speed round, just whatever comes to mind. Let's
do
throw
it.
the sound effects box or high tech sound effects box
Okay.
to the guy. All right, let me pull up the questions here. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, you ready over there?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Go.
Favorite comic book character?
Batman.
Favorite song right now?
Jameson drinking.
Do you have a hidden talent?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be hidden if I told you so.
Least favorite song?
Crank That Spider-Man.
Oh, something people would be surprised to find out about you. Now you gotta tell us.
I'm part dragon.
Oh shit! First name of your first crush.
Riley Dowlins.
First song you illegally downloaded.
Crank That Spider-Man.
Childish Gambino or Frank Ocean?
Childish Gambino.
Rapping Drake or Sad Drake?
Rapping Drake.
Favorite non-hip hop genre?
R&B.
Early 2000 hip hop or early 90s?
Early 90s.
Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
Cartoon Network.
And that's it, man.
Hey.
60 seconds with Rocky Angelini.
Hey.
So you got a track to perform for us first, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it.
So this one's called The Truth. Honestly, it's a trip because I don't even know how I produce this beat. It's a trip, and like I don't even know how to recreate it. But the beat's cool. I did a vocoder. Like the hook has a vocoder.
Oh, nice.
So I threw it through a vocoder. And it's kind of funny. Like I really dance to this one a lot. This one's like my most wiggly track. I get the most wiggly on. Like
wiggly.
If I were to like define the way I dance, it would be wiggly for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Mondo, play that beat.
Hey. Yeah. Ha. Hey. Shout out the Rodriguez show. Yeah. I'm searching for my peace of mind. I wonder if I'll find it in this cigarette. Somebody told me love is blind. I think it's true cause my heart still ain't seen it yet. I'm searching for my peace of mind, and now I'm about to dive into something real wet. Yeah. Hey. Somebody told me meditate, and now I'm upside down, blood rushing to my head. Yeah. Hey, man, I just want the truth. All I find is questions, man. I don't see the use, the use of all the stressing. Hey, man, I just want the truth. All I find is questions. Hey, man, I don't see the use, the use of all the stressing. That's where I'ma need you just to. That's right. I'm searching for my peace of mind. I need a break like when Albert found MC squared. Somebody told me paint my words. I wrote a verse and made a canvas out of air. I'm searching the search bar for searches. The surges, they fry me out like straightened hair. Yeah, word. I'm certain a surgeon would surface a serpent when cutting me open. I'm aware. Yeah, man, I just want the truth, All I find is questions. Hey, man, I don't see the use. Nah, the use of all the stressing. Hey, man, I just want the truth. Yeah, all I find is questions. Man, I don't see the use. Nah, the use of all the stressing. That's where I'ma need you just to.
Rocky Angelini on the Rodriguez Show. Man, that was fire, bro.
Thank you.
That was tight. The truth. Rocky Angelini on the Rodriguez Show. Damn. All right. Well, now we got a freestyle.
Man, this is off the top. I got to prepare myself for the 5 fingers of death. And I see a lot of people saying they freestyle, but they don't really freestyle. So it's telling Brian, like, you know, you either walk on water or you swim with the sharks.
Oh, shit. Let's do it.
Let's see where we go.
Play that beat, Mondo.
Young Rock, man, I'm coming from the ether. On the radio, shout out to my boy Caesar. Ooh, man, I need that fucking palace. Yeah, check my bank account, check the balance. Yeah, this is what I am supplying when I am rhyming, look over to Brian. Ooh, yeah, this a freestyle running on instrumentals. I keep the tempo real mild, yeah, and I got it by the bar load. Yeah, shout out to my man, young Carlos. He in the back sitting with his beanie. Yeah, we heading to that fucking creamy. Cash rules everything around me. Kicking it so proudly, doing it undoubtedly. Looking for momentum in my body. No rapping ain't just a hobby. Young Rocky fly as Anunnaki. Yo, Roger, copy coming fresh. No, you can't contest, no, I'm blessed, no stress. Seated on the thresh, I put a look on my face. You can really feel the energy, make it real nasty. Human centipede, yeah, as far as I can tell. Shout out my boy with the light Yael. Yeah, that's how we really do it. You know it's fluid when we kick it with the movement. Okay, yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Rondo. On the ones and twos, yo, it's Mondo. That's how we do it, living in the moment when we kicking these frees. You know this ish is so explosive. Yeah, I know the kid could really curse. Behind the camera we got Brian the Earth. What's worse, you know the kid is flyer than a nerf. Flyer than a nerf. Yo, I said I'm flyer than a nerf. I'm fresh from my sneakers. See you in the bleachers. You MCs is whack. I swear you're all style leechers. Get off the tip. Get off it quick. Cause the boy is sick. Yeah, he really quick. Like, yeah, that I mean. I'm looking for the money. The reason why your shorty be looking at me real funny. She say she wanna hit it. I say, baby, I'm quitting. Living in the moment. I'm living when I'm spitting. Like, ooh. Yeah, I said before, this is how you free when you walk into the door. Yeah, I swear this rhyming ain't a show. I do this for show. Said I do this for show. Like, yeah. Did that leave him but wonder. Got him ducking undercover. Better call your mother, cause the kid is about to hover all over your brothers and your team. Best believe the cream is coming. Got these MCs running, you know the rock is gunning. I bring it livid, explicit. Yeah, I never quitting. Like I said, man, the kid really get it. I came from up north, now I'm down south. Yeah, I said it channels through the body like a spout. The young rhyme fountain, money counting. Yeah, I don't need an allowance. Got the boys shouting, you can hear me yelling, cool lab that. When I hop up on the track, it's like cool lab that. You can find me in the looper. I spit rhymes like a bazooka. Watch him maneuver. That young shooter, no Ruger. This is my wordplay. Catch me Thursday. Get it in the worst way. Yeah, the kid is thirsty. I don't need a freaking break. I had to contemplate how to hop on the show and regulate.
Damn. Rocky Angelini.
That was nice, bro.
Holy shit. On the Rodriguez Show.